So we get all ages, you know, from, I think the youngest one that I've ever talked to was 17. And he called, and his first comment, George, was, "How much do you charge to pray for me?" Broke my heart. You know, it was like, oh, we charge nothing. It's free. You just get to talk to God. How can I pray for you? It's my privilege. It's my honor. And it doesn't cost anything. You know, it was amazing to me. I just have God's story after God's story, George. I get so excited because every day I get to be in on something God's doing. God's at work, and He's at work through our television, through this telephone, through me, through a neighbor that they go, "Oh, my neighbor goes to your church," or, "Oh, my neighbor told me to watch on TV," or, "Oh, my aunt told me she watches you." You know, 30,000 people out there. That's a huge congregation.
Yes.
And so it's just amazing. Another great story, George. I love this one. One Sunday morning, a Hispanic man called from Uvalde. You know, we have huge, I guess, cell coverage. So a lot of these little towns, Poteet and Uvalde and Floresville and Pleasanton and Castroville and Hondo and all these little towns around get us. And so a lot of the people that call are from the little towns. And this father of 4, all under the age of 8, called one Sunday morning and said, "I need you to pray for my wife. She's in emergency surgery right now in San Antonio." And he said, I think it's her gallbladder, in broken English because he mostly spoke Spanish. And we have a Spanish speaker every Sunday morning that takes the Spanish speakers. But she was on another line, so I got him. And in broken English, he said, "I need you to pray for my wife. I'm in Uvalde with 4 little kids. She's having surgery. It's really critical. You know, I hope she doesn't die. I can live without her." Just broken that he wasn't here with her, and he didn't have anybody to keep his kids. And I said, "What hospital is she in?" He told me Metropolitan. When did she come in? Tell me her full name. He told me all that. I went to Metropolitan, which is just like 4 blocks from the church, that afternoon. And she was waking up from a surgery, and I told her that her husband had called and now asked us to pray for her. And she said, "My husband? Are you sure?" She said, "My husband never watches church on TV. My husband would never call and ask somebody to pray for me. You're kidding." And I said, "No, I'm not." And I said, "I promise he did. How would I have known about you?" You know, tears running down her cheeks. And she said, "I didn't know he loved me that much." It was amazing. And I said, "You know what? I know somebody that loves you more than your husband. God loves you more than your husband does." And she said, "Oh, I know he does." And she said, "I watch TV, but my husband would never watch it with me." And she said, "He's watching it because I'm not there, I guess." And then he called in. It was just amazing to see how God touched her. And I think it was like the most amazing thing to her that her husband would not just watch our live broadcast when she wasn't there, but that he would call the prayer line and ask somebody to pray for her.